Hi. So it's been a while now since I uploaded the GitHub repository that contains all the algorithms and scripts I made. Um, and since then, a lot of people have downloaded it, and the API pretty much just stayed the same. So the worry I had was IG was going to change the API if a lot of people were using the type of tactics that I was using to hit the API and get data from. But so far, nothing's happened. So with that in mind, I've uploaded these two other files on the repo. So you have this file and you have this file. So this file allows you to, it basically stores all of IG's instrument data to a single file. So the way IG stores its data, I've made a video on this previously, so I'll put that in the description, talks about it more in detail. They have a tree-like structure, and in that structure you have stocks pepperminted around or peppered around the tree. And so what the program does is it goes into that tree and pulls that data out. So it's pretty much a plug in and play. So you just kind of get the file and press run, and it pretty much does its thing. The one things I would say change is the directory where you save your file and the directory pointing to the API keys. So just change those two endings and it should run fine. So just to show you what you would expect, if I'm running it, so you can see it's doing this thing. And then if we look at the directory, you can see this, and you can see it's being populated here. This is just VS Code. Um, you can see it's being added on. Yeah, it'll take a while. It's a fairly big the amount of time. So this took for me to store all the data onto file took me about 3 days or something like that, and that was 21,000 instruments. So yeah, once you have it all done, so I'll just say leave your program running overnight. Um, your program fails for some reason, the way it saves it every time it finds a new instrument. So there may be cases where your PC crashes, so at least you have something saved, and you'd have to run the program again to get that data back. Okay, so if we open the file up and we look, we you can see the data's here. So if we find time, now a good way to filter is to filter by market times. So essentially you can find when the market opens and when you want to trade, or you can filter based on instruments you want to work with. So for example, assuming you're running the program overnight, the API will call the function to check the instrument to check if the market is open at that time, right? So the Asian markets might be open, but the UK markets won't be at 12 a.m. UK time. So yeah, this is a good way to filter the instruments you want to work with. Let's say you want to work during the day, obviously here. I feel this is best because if anything goes awry, then you'll obviously be awake to close your algo or to stop out a trade or whatever. So yeah, that's one way to filter. And then once you've filtered through that, so you filtered because this is all saved in this pandas data frame. So once you filter through that and you've saved it to a new file, you would run this script. And what this script does is, let's say you filtered your 21,000 instruments and you filtered them to 1,000. You can then run this script, which basically gets that file you've filtered from and then runs the command again to check the details about the instrument at the at morning time, so at 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And you can get the details you want from there. Uh, and then they will update in the file you saved them from. So you then save them to a new file location. So that way, any instruments that are classed as being closed because those instruments were recorded overnight, obviously they'll get fresh data and they'll get their current price, their current high low, and any other details you want to know when the market's open. Once you have another filtered file, so you will have your file saved from here, you can then get that file and then pass it on to your historical data and get your historical data here. This file was already saved in the it was already in the project, but they're just kind of the sequence of steps that you would use for analysis. This is kind of the final step you would use to get the market data and historical data, and then maybe run some tests on that, whether you think your trading strategy will work or not. So yeah, okay, so just to round off then, this project has been up for quite a while, and just great to know people really do like the project. Um, if there's any particular areas you want me to dive into, just let me know. And if you could share this video as well with other people and let them know about the project being up, that'd be greatly appreciated. So yeah, thanks for watching.